Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. All right, what'd you send me here? 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, good morning. I have a question for you. Recently, I found out that my wife has been following the wife of an ex-boyfriend she used to have. She used to cheat on me with him way back in the day, but we got through it. She used to cheat on me with him back in the day, but we got through it. So your wife's a cheater. She's not following him, but my issue is that she likes his wife's pictures that he is in all the time. Granted, there are usually pictures of them and the kids as well. To me, that is emotionally cheating. If she's not physically cheating, am I overreacting? Well, you got a whole lot of problems here. The first problem is you stayed with a cheater. So now anything she does that is anything, first of all, yes, she is cheating. She's a despicable person for following the wife of an ex. Yes, absolutely. That's just stupid. There's nothing legitimate about that whatsoever, okay? Second of all, she used to cheat on me. So she cheated on you. You guys got through it. And of course, anything she does, you're going to question because she's a cheater. Why would you stay with a cheater? The first chance she gets to have sex with that guy again, she will. Whether the guy has a wife and kids or not. My question is, the wife that she's following, does the wife know that she's an ex of her husband? Yeah, no, absolutely. You're overreacting for the only because you're overreacting only because you stayed with a cheater. So you know this is going to happen. You've accepted it. There's nothing you can do at this point. So you have to accept it and let it go. Why would you stay with her? And of course she's cheating. She's still cheating on you. Already 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, my man. My man sent me this. It says, hey, good morning, Romeo. I got a question for you. Recently, I found out that my wife's been following the wife of an ex-boyfriend she used to have. She used to cheat on me with him way back in the day, but we got through it. Now, she is not following him, but my issue is that she likes his wife's pictures that he's in all the time. Granted, they are usually pictures of them and their kids. To me, that's emotionally cheating if that's not physical cheating. If she's not physical cheating, well, it's absolutely, let me break this down into two parts, and then I'll answer your question. 842-547-7. Yes, she's cheating on you. She's still into the ex that she's already cheated on you. Then he says, am I overreacting? Yes, you're overreacting, but you're overreacting not because what she's doing is wrong. You're overreacting is because she's already been cheating on you. She already cheated on you once with this guy. You stayed with her, and now you want to act like what? You're the victim again? Well, you are the victim again. Why would you? But at this point, you've accepted it. So what are your options except to keep accepting it? I'm not really sure why you would ask me the question. If you've accepted her physically cheating on you, cheating on you, if you've accepted her physically cheating on you and now she's emotionally cheating on you, why would you stay? You already accepted one. Why not accept the other? You know? Already 42547-7. Hey, Rome, the guy who just said his wife is following his ex's or her ex's wife. Do you think that's okay to follow an ex? No, I don't. But in the same turn, I don't believe social media. I don't get offended by likes and dislikes and social media posts. I mean, what's the words? Sticks and stones and whatever that saying is. I'm old school. I believe in that. Words don't hurt me. So if you follow somebody, that's not something that I think I would get all upset over because it may or may not be real. The problem is you think all this stuff that happens is real. But she already cheated on you once. So is it disrespectful? Absolutely. Okay. She cheated on you, physically cheated on you with this person, with this guy. And now she's following the wife. to try to scam you and to think that she's not. Why would you follow the wife? That's another thing that makes no sense to me. Unless she's trying to have sex with this guy again, why does she follow the wife of her ex? That's weird, right? Why would you do that? Who cares? That's just strange. RD4254 7 So yes, because you've accepted her cheating on you, you're overreacting by getting upset that she is following the guy on social media. Well, she's following the wife of the ex-boyfriend on social media. So, yeah, you got all kinds of issues, bro. Alrighty, 4254 7 It's Romeo outside of the 4.1. Out of the 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD4254 7. What did you say? Hold on, let me read you what I got this morning. Hey, Romeo, good morning. I got a question for you. Recently, I found out my wife had been following the wife of an ex-boyfriend that she used to have. She used to cheat on me with him way back in the day, but we got through it. She's not following him, but my issue is that she likes his wife's pictures that he's in all the time. Granted, they're usually pictures of them and the kids as well. To me, that is emotional cheating. If she's not physically cheating, am I overreacting? Well, she already cheated on you when you decide to stay with her. So whatever she does at this point is on you, not on her, to be perfectly honest with you, okay? You've already accepted it once, so you might as well accept it again if you're not going to go anywhere. So you are overreacting in that sense. Well, get this. And should she be following? Yeah, she's cheating on you by doing that. That's despicable to do that to somebody in a relationship. RD4254 7. Hey, Romeo, that happens a lot more than you think. That's what these women do now. When they're still into a guy, they follow the guy's relationship. That way they don't have to get caught up following him. That's how shysty women are today. They will just follow the women that are dating the guy so they can see what he's doing. That's a common thing today. That's what you guys, is that the same thing as having somebody in your phone with a different name? A lot of you have that. A lot of you I know have somebody in your phone, but you put them under a different name so you don't get caught up. Is that what these women are doing today? Now they're following other women who are with the guy that they want to have sex with. That way they don't get caught up with their current man. Sounds about right. I mean, women are shysty, but I didn't know that was pretty common. All right. RD4254 7. Yeah, bro. I don't know what to tell you. She's just gonna either look at it like this. Either you're in for a life with a cheater and you want to accept it and you're going to accept it and get over it, or get rid of her. You didn't get rid of her when she physically cheated on you. So I guess why would you get rid of her when she's emotionally cheating on you? RD4254 7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. I got this text message. So, hey, Rome, good morning. I got a question for you. Recently, I found out that my wife has been following the wife of an ex-boyfriend she used to have. She used to cheat on me with him back in the day, but we got through it. She is not following him. But my issue is that she likes the wife's pictures that he is in all the time. Granted, they're usually pictures of them and the kids too. To me, that is emotional cheating. If she is not physically cheating, am I overreacting? Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Romeo, Steven, Tyrone.
What up, Tyrone?
Listen, man, I got some other issues, but I'm going to just go ahead and jump on this for you real quick. She is cheating with him and the wife.
Why do you say the wife? Do you think the wife knows? Do you think the wife knows that this guy's ex is following her?
The wife knows that just like the lady said, I would like to know, or whoever said, I would like to know the age group. I can pretty much guarantee you they doing a threesome.
I'm going to tell you, whoa.
Yeah, you going to tell me what?
Well, what I was going to say was, women are pretty sharp and pretty conniving. So I'm 100% sure the wife knows that her husband's ex is following her on social media.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure if she's letting it go down like that and having blocked her, they probably had some type of relation.
Well, you're right. You're right. She's letting it go down. Why hasn't she blocked her? Absolutely. Well, Tyrone, I don't know. Maybe you're right.
I've been listening to you for a long time, bro.
You added another element to this story that really changes the dynamic of what we're talking about. So okay.
I'm just saying, and I got some bar etiquette I got to talk to you about later on.
All right, well, get back with me on that.
All right,
later, Tyrone. RD4254777. So Tyrone's absolutely right. Why is the wife allowing this to happen of the ex? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. I got this text message. So, hey, Rome, good morning. I got a question for you. Recently, I found out that my wife has been following the wife of an ex-boyfriend she used to have. She used to cheat on me with him back in the day, but we got through it. She is not following him. But my issue is that she likes the wife's pictures that he is in all the time. Granted, they're usually pictures of them and the kids too. To me, that is emotional cheating. If she is not physically cheating, am I overreacting? Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hello, this is Brady Dave, and I bet you the girl that's cheating, I bet she's a hot chick.
The girl that is cheating. Oh, you mean the girl of the guy that sent the text message?
Yeah, I bet you she's hot because if she was ugly, she would have left him. I mean, he would have left her already. So she has to be hot, and that's just the drama hot women bring with them. You know, that's just part of, I guess, dating a hot girl.
Well, I'm going to give you that, okay? But I'm also going to say this. There are hot women everywhere. They're everywhere.
He can get him another one. And
they're everywhere.
Like he's not happy if he's constantly having to try to catch her. So you're right. There's hot chicks everywhere, and he just needs to move on.
Yeah.
But that's the problem right now. He's like, I know if I, fight with her and break up, she's gonna get with somebody really fast. So he's holding on for dear life, and he needs to let her go.
Yeah. Well, he should, unless he likes being cheated on. But guys, there are hot women everywhere. They're all over the place. They're easy to get. They're not. There's a hot woman that's into you, whether you're fat, tall, short, rich, poor. There's hot women everywhere that are looking for a guy like you. They're not hard to find.
Raider Dave is proof, Romeo. Raider Dave is proof. Listen to Romeo. He knows what he's talking about.
All right, Raider Dave. Get out of here. RD4254777. They are, guys. Hot women are everywhere. And no matter who you are, there is a hot woman that wants your type. There's too many of them, okay? They're everywhere. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD4254777. Now, I did just tell you about Monday Night Football. We're going to be there for, like I said, over Just Wing at the Marketplace for Monday Night Football tonight. So we'll get into that a little bit later on. Talk a little bit more about that. But Sunday, I was so busy on Sunday. I was actually up at 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday because I had to be somewhere by 8 and I had a bunch of stuff to do before that. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to catch any football. And so I got up, got everything done, had to go for a few hours. Steeler game was on. So I actually got to watch Steelers and whoever the Steelers played. Who the Steelers played? Oh, they actually played a legitimate team. Didn't they play Minnesota? I thought Minnesota was supposed to be good, but apparently not. Or the Steelers are actually good, and we need to recognize that because they ended up winning. Maybe the Steelers are good. We don't know about it, right? So that I watched that game, and then I had a little bit of a break between the first event in the morning and the next event I had to go deal with. So I actually got to see a little bit of the Chargers. Not much, though. I was just where I happened to be. That game was on. So I actually got to watch a little bit of the Chargers. And I actually did get to watch a little bit of the Cowboys, but I didn't even really see what was going on with that. In fact, what I saw, I thought the Cowboys had won the game in overtime. And then I found out this morning that they did not. So I did actually, my buddy caught me up though this morning about an hour ago. He let me know everything that was going on. So the Cowboys are a joke. They ended up tying the Packers. The Raiders, what did Geno Smith threw a bunch of interceptions, I heard. He told me Geno Smith threw a bunch of interceptions. I guess the Rams won in fantastic fashion. I guess the guy dropped the ball or something, which I might want to talk about that for just a few minutes because I saw that clip this morning. And again, I wasn't paying it to it. But once the runner, if you are a running back, once that ball, if you're running, do a run play. Once that ball crosses the line, the end zone line, the play's dead. It's over with. Doesn't matter. It's over with. So it doesn't matter what happens with that. I'm not really sure what happened on that Colts play when he fumbled it through the end zone. It looked like, I don't know how he could have fumbled it through the end zone if once he crosses the goal line, the play's dead. Doesn't matter what happens after that. They got to, and if it still has to do with I don't know. You guys might have to explain that one to me. So we'll have to talk about, it's just like once the guy in the end zone, he has to go all the way to the ground with it to complete the catch. Why isn't, once he gets the ball, why isn't that the play dead? Just like if you're running the ball into the end zone. And then what else? What else I want to talk about? San Francisco lost to Jacksonville. I see that game. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Remember when you idiots were talking about the Chiefs are in last place? They suck. They're 0-2. Good luck with that one. You guys are a bunch of idiots. And that's why I was like, whatever. Okay, yeah, whatever. I didn't even see the game. But I heard they beat the hell out of who a lot of people think is the best team in the NFL, the Ravens. I never did. I've never thought Lamar Jackson was an outstanding quarterback. He's a great runner. Never thought he was an outstanding quarterback, but yeah. RD42547-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD42547-7. Yo, Rome. Oh, this is about the Niner game, Niners and the Colts. This was a horrific day for this guy, man. Didn't he? From what I know, they were going to go, he was scoring to win the game, or he was scoring to go up in the game, and then he ended up dropping the ball, and the Niners went and got not the Niners, who was it? The Rams. So the Rams got the ball back and then went and scored or something. Hey, Rome, he tried to switch over the ball to his other hand to start celebrating, and it slipped out of his hand before crossing the end zone line and going back out of bounds. Okay, so it did. So had he had control of the ball when the play would have been over. So you're saying didn't have control of the ball before he crossed the goal line. Okay, yeah, that's the rule. That's the rule. So it went out of bounds. The Rams ended up getting the ball back and scoring, winning the game, something like that. This poor guy. And the Colts are good, right? And what about yeah. Okay. All right. Already 42547-7. That makes sense. I don't know what else about football. The Cowboys, they tied the Packers, which that was just a joke. The Cowboys are just a joke. That's unbelievable how embarrassing they are. And it's not like they're embarrassing because they're such a bad football team. They're embarrassing because of all the hype around them and how pathetic they look every week. That's the problem with the Cowboys. RD42547. Chargers lost to the Giants. The Chargers lost to the Giants. Unbelievable. All right. Denver plays the night they do against Cincinnati. That's pretty much all the games. I don't know. My buddy told me the Raiders. Well, you guys know the Raiders just suck. Does it even matter? Do we even talk about the Raiders again anymore? The Raiders just suck. Already 42547-7. What else was I going to talk about? I can't remember. Something else about football happened over the weekend or last night during the Dallas game. I can't remember what. There was some news. I can't remember what it was. Give me a minute. I'll think about it. Alrighty, 42547-7. Rome, can we go easy on the Raiders today? We know we suck. Geno Smith is one of the worst things that happened to the Raiders. and Pete Carroll's old ass needs to fire his son. Well, first of all, let's be honest. Pete Carroll's time is done. Okay, if anybody who's followed Pete Carroll, I followed Pete Carroll's career in the NFL. Then when he went to USC, he got run out of town in the middle of the night because he was a cheater. I mean, he blows a Super Bowl. I mean, I still can't get over the fact that's when he was done. The minute he threw a pass in the Super Bowl from the 1 yard line to win it with Marshawn Lynch in the background. I mean, in the background, in the back. I don't care who. There are just some running backs. No, there were some running backs in the NFL that if you had 4 chances to win a Super Bowl from the 1 yard line, you give it to that guy all 4 times, and you tell them you're giving it to that guy all 4 times. That's how you know Pete Carroll was an idiot, and he lost it, and then everything just went downhill from there. And now he's at the Raiders. You're right. His old ass needs to not fire his son. His old ass needs to fire himself. And to take Geno Smith, probably the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. Yeah. Take it easy on the Raiders. They're a bunch of morons. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. We're now. What's up?
What's going on, Rome? Chili Gilly.
What up, Gilly?
Not a whole lot, man. Getting going here, enjoying this coffee. Because yesterday, man, I usually sleep in a little bit, at least till like 7. Ooh, I had to get up at 5:30.
Yeah, that game started early, boy. Woo!
Yeah. It was good though, man. Rodgers, he's done good year all year long, with these few games.
I will tell you the one thing that I did see about that game that was just pure karma and a little bit of redemption, but it wasn't. And that was when he ran the ball and he fumbled it. And I think Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback with a bad attitude, and I would have loved to see him lose that fumble just so that he, and then he threw his hands like he did something because the guy saved his play. But that's the only thing I thought was, that's the only problem I had with that game yesterday, Gilly.
Yeah, well, I mean, they try to screw us a lot of times in that game.
Did they?
Oh, yeah. With the fumble by that Ramsey recovered and took it in for the touchdown.
Oh, I missed that. I missed that part about it. I didn't see it. I missed parts of the game.
There was a lot of them, but it's okay. That's all right. We came out on top, and then, we'll tell you this. Let's see. Which other game was... Oh, I didn't even watch the Sunday night game because it kept going back and forth. So I ended up watching... in the other room, I watched Tulsa King. And then said, I wonder who won the game. I said, let me look at my phone. And I said, I said it ended up in a tie.
That's embarrassing. I was watching that too, Gilly. I was at a wedding, and I turned the game on. This is how good my friends are to have a wedding. They had it at this big house, and I said, can I watch the game? They're like, yep. So I turned the game on, but you got to pay attention to the toast and everything. So the game was in my peripheral, and I thought the Cowboys had won it in overtime. I'm like, wait, it didn't. And then I woke up this morning. I'm like, they tied it. What the hell happened? They won.
So when the Cowboys went ahead, I called every play. I said, listen, he's got time. What he's got to do. I said, he's got to go to Pickens. But I had called Pickens on the right-hand side. I said, if he goes on the right-hand side, he's going to hit him and he's going to score the touchdown. But I don't want too much time left, Yeah. And I called every play. And then I said, when they were going down the other way, I said, if he just dumps it off to Jacob will get him some. And Annette goes, duh, is this a game you've already seen or something? I said, no. And then anyway, I said, nah, let's go watch Tulsa King. I said, I can't handle this thing no more,
Oh, what an embarrassment! To me, a tie in the NFL is just embarrassing.
It is. Yeah, because it's not going to help at the end.
Yeah, hold on, Gilly.
It's not going to help you at the end. There was some other games. Jacksonville shocked some people.
Of course, sure did. Hold on, Gilly. Roland just texted me. Let me see what he said. It wasn't a win last night for the Cowboys. Defense needs improvement. Not worried about the offense. Well, you should worry about the offense. Door for the boys to get better. Let's go. Roland's an idiot. Poor Roland.
Oh, man. Delusional.
I just think in his little bubble, it's unicorns and lollipops. It's just fantastic.
Yeah. Nothing but sexy women walking around in lingerie in this world.
Roland's house is like a Diddy party that you don't get caught at. All right. Later, man. Oh, Roland, what a delusion. You should be worried about the offense. I'd be worried about any offense that had Dak Prescott as their quarterback. RD4254 7-7. It's Romeo outside 94.1. I 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. Rome, bang, bang, not a gang. The faithful still rocking red and gold this week. You Niner fans ain't faithful. Give me a break. You guys are as fake as they come. RD4254 7-7. Hey, you have a Chiefs fan? Go Doyers. Exactly. Another fan who had to go get their Dodger jersey clean because the Raiders suck. You're right. Yeah. Already 4254 7-7. I'm still waiting for you guys who were talking about how what happened to all those idiots that were talking about the Chiefs being in last place, 0-2. The Chiefs suck. Super Bowl bound Chargers, and now funny how things changed in 4 weeks, huh? Funny how things have changed in 4 games, huh? Bunch of losers. 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's the Romeo RD4254 7-7. What did somebody send me? Josh Allen, baby. Yeah, Josh Allen. This is his year, right? Yeah, the Bills didn't do anything. The Bills, they beat New Orleans. Heck, there's probably a PAL team out there that can beat New Orleans. The Saints suck. Yeah, Josh Allen. Hey, Rome, I'm not switch, Romeo. I just purchased that big giant Raider hat, wearing it when they play next week. Oh, this is the Dodgers. We know you got your Dodger jersey out. Come on, man. We know how it works in Bakersfield. All you bandwagoners are now Dodger fans. That's pretty much it. Who do the Niners play next week? Or the Raiders play? Oh, they got to play Indianapolis next week. Yeah. Raiders gonna have another loss. All right, 1454 7-7. It's Romeo outside 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo RD4254 7-7. Hey, you effing Chiefs fan, the Raiders broke my heart yesterday, Rome. They went to just win, baby, to just lose, baby. Yeah, the Raiders are not good. Geno Smith is horrible. Hey, Rome, it's Klaus. CLOS. How do you you think about Bad Bunny being the Super Bowl performer at the halftime? Go Birds. You know what? I think that. What do I think about that? I'm going to tell you what I think about it, okay? I don't really know Bad Bunny. I don't listen to his music. I mean, I hear the songs that we play, but I don't really listen much. Here's what I think about it. I think it is a terrible idea. Jay-Z actually made a comment about Bad Bunny, and I guess there's football fans, or a lot of American football fans are criticizing it, Bad Bunny. But Jay-Z says he's the most popular person in Puerto Rico, or he's the most popular artist out of Puerto Rico, which makes no sense on how that correlates to the Super Bowl. But I heard that, and you guys can correct me if you heard this. I heard that Bad Bunny is the most streamed artist worldwide. Have you guys heard this? He's huge, but I don't think he's as huge in America as he is in the world. So he's huge. But let me ask you this question. RD4254 7-7. What do you think about Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl halftime show? It's going to be a good one. I think it's like I didn't care for Kendrick Lamar, but I don't care for Kendrick Lamar. But that's not to say that I'm right and you guys are wrong. But when it comes down to this, is the question. The Super Bowl halftime show has to appeal to everybody. Okay, ideally, football fans are going to watch the Super Bowl regardless. Okay, especially if their team's in it. So the commercials and how should be or originally had been what brought casual in, or what made it an event that made fans want to watch it. Oh my God, Whitney Houston singing the national anthem. We got to watch that. Michael Jackson's halftime show. We got to watch it. The problem is today, music is so divided. You know, who is one artist or two artists that would bring in the most people, that could appeal to the most people? Kendrick Lamar last year was very divisive is the wrong word. The word is isolated. I don't know what the word is. The word is, Kendrick Lamar. I can't think of the word right now. Someone will tell me what it is. But Kendrick Lamar last year is huge, but he's not huge in the sense that everybody likes Kendrick Lamar like everybody liked Michael Jackson, okay? And I'm just using him to compare because that's who's coming to mind right now. So who would you have? You have to have a big artist, but the big artist is going to turn people off. Bad Bunny is big, right? But he's also not big to everybody. So what do you do? There is no one artist out there that everybody listens to. Everybody listened to Garth Brooks in the 90s. Everybody listened to Michael Jackson. See, music's not like that anymore. There's not one group or one artist that everybody listens to that we can all agree upon when it comes for the Super Bowl halftime show. So you're always going to have somebody who's not going to like it, who's not going to care for it. Bad Bunny, obviously, is going to turn a lot of people off only because he's not as big in America to the majority as he is in the world. So, but I don't know. All right, 842-547-7. It's Hot 84.1. Hot 84.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What's going on?
Hey, boss man. So the word you're looking for Kendrick is selective. His fans are very selective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's big mainstream, but selective is it.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that. You're right. They're just, but that's how artists are today. They can be big. There's no one big mainstream person that relates to 90% of the world or 90% of America.
Yeah, for sure. I feel one of the best halftime shows in my life, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? My lifetime.
Well, that was but they were huge over over 3 decades. Yeah, you're talking about. Yeah. All
right, boss man. Well, let's get to work.
Thanks for calling, man. Later, brother. I mean, there was I didn't think it was a great show. Music, I mean, look at how popular Snoop and Dre were. They were huge in the 90s. We all listened to them. And now your kids are all listening to him. Snoop's on everything. Snoop's turned himself into a household item because of everything he's done. So, yeah, I mean, it's just... But in the big scheme of things, when it comes to the halftime show, it's hard to find somebody who appeals to everybody. That we don't have those artists anymore. Radio stations are now very niched in the music they play and the genres, and so you don't have everybody on one station. You just don't have. I mean, even streaming and podcasts have become even more niched. So yeah, it's just we don't have anybody that's so mainstream that appeals to everybody anymore. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1. The rhythm of the valley is Romeo. RD42547. Good morning, Rome. The Bears. They beat the Raiders. Come on, man. I'll say it like that. That'd be like Shaq being proud of beating me at one-on-one. Good morning, Rome. Got Chris Brown to do the Super Bowl halftime show. Skip the backlash that would have come with it. He would have put on a dope performance. Well, hell, if I was Jay-Z, I would have found a way to get R. Kelly out of jail to perform. Comedian Bobby Ortiz. That's our comedian. That's funny. Jay-Z. Get R. Kelly a day pass It's just tough, man. It's just tough. I mean, you can't appeal to everybody nowadays. Somebody's always going to be upset no matter what you do. You know, you can give out $100 bills on a street corner and someone say, well, why didn't you give out $200? Why'd you only give out $100? You know, you just can't please everybody. So I get what Jay-Z's doing. And I think Jay-Z is the wrong person to be doing it, though. I don't think Jay-Z should be the one determining because he's a very artist himself, although he's more mainstream than, well, he hasn't really done anything in a while, but he's probably more mainstream than Kendrick Lamar or Bad Bunny. But I think Jay-Z's the wrong person to be determining. Hey, good morning, Rome. I don't care what everyone else says. Bad Bunny is garbage, in my opinion. Well, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. But he's huge. He's huge in other parts of the world. But one of the you got to look at what the halftime show did for the Super Bowl. What the halftime show did for the Super Bowl is it created non-football fans an urgency to watch the Super Bowl. Okay. Just like the commercials did. If you weren't a football fan, I'm just going to give you a very generic stereotype. Husband's a football fan, wife isn't, but they both have a reason to watch the Super Bowl. Watch the game. She wants to watch the halftime show and the commercials. So there's an option for everybody in the household. I mean, does Bad Bunny do that? Don't know. But I don't think anybody does that today. I don't know who you could bring on that would appeal to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So Bad Bunny has been announced as the halftime show. About it. Somebody asked me what I thought. I could really care less who the halftime show is, to be honest with you. What I like versus what you like or what somebody else likes is so different nowadays. I mean, you just never know, you know? So you can't please everybody like kind of the old days. The old days, there was one or two, artists, 4 or 5 artists that everybody listened to. You always had some big, it's not like that today, Everything's just divided up, the pie chart's divided up. Already 42547 Rome. I think a rock band like Red Hot Chili Peppers or Metallica would be close to something most fans would enjoy. No, I wouldn't. I didn't like Metallica when they were new and big. I saw Metallica at a house party before they broke, and I didn't like them then. Don't like them now. So I don't think Metallica. You like them, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think they've done it before, didn't they? But I mean, there's nobody out there, And the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Metallica are so. How are your audience? So Bad Bunny. I mean, who else are you gonna get? I mean, was it Kendrick Lamar's halftime show last year the least watched, or how? I don't remember. Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, Rome. Hey, people are, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's supposed to be the Super Bowl halftime show this year. Hey, Romeo, let's see. People are quick to say Bad Bunny's garbage until they're on vacation. Lucas, Cabo, and Sonata are Vegas. You ain't lying, huh? Till you're 3 buckets in and a couple of tequila shots, and then Bad Bunny comes on and you're out there dancing. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Hey, Rome, Seahawk Lou here.
Oh, what up, Lou?
Hey, man, I just want to give my input on Bad Bunny's halftime show.
Well, we haven't seen it yet, so we don't know what it's going to be, but okay.
Oh, no, I mean like the announcement that he's going to do the halftime show.
Yeah, what's up?
Man, I love Bad Bunny, man. It's going to be a good show. I'm excited.
Well, I guess that's enough said.
The Seahawks and Bad Bunny all in one night. Man, that was good.
Oh, my God. If with your stamp of approval, nothing can go wrong, Lou.
Oh, man. Everybody I know loves Bad Bunny. I don't understand why people are upset about it.
Because he's not as popular. Because he's not a mainstream popular artist in America. No, you're wrong. You don't, Lou. You've never said one thing that was right. I've talked to you for how many years, and you've never said one thing that was correct. Everything you've said has ended up being wrong.
Well, this is gonna be right, man. The Bad Bunny halftime show is gonna be amazing.
Okay, we'll see. We get to see. That's the upside. We get to see.
I hope I'm right.
All right. Yeah. Lou has been 100% wrong about every single thing he's ever said. Remember last year when he said Geno Smith was a top 5 quarterback, an MVP, a Super Bowl bound quarterback. Remember when he said that about Geno Smith? How'd that work out for Geno Smith yesterday? And if he thinks it's the Super Bowl and Bad Bunny's going to be a great halftime show, I don't even know. I've never seen Bad Bunny. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan, but I'm also not a Bad Bunny critic. Bad Bunny's irrelevant to me either way. I just, you never know. RD42547, but remember, you got to be fair. Remember when all of you thought Shakira and Jennifer Lopez were going to be a great show? And that was terrible. But all the hype, because 2 women are going to shake their butts. And what? You'd have been better off going to a strip club during the halftime show. But yeah, that was not good. So you just never know. Maybe Bad Bunny will be great. I have no idea. But all I'm saying is there's huge criticism towards Jay-Z because of Bad Bunny being the halftime show, just because he's not mainstream popular like, I don't know, other people. My mom doesn't even know who Bad Bunny is. She watches the Super Bowl every year. So I don't know what's going to happen, But to be fair, like I said, there's really nobody out there who can accommodate the majority of America. There is not one artist out there who can accommodate the majority of America. Maybe Snoop. Snoop might be the one, to be honest with you, because now he's on Dancing with the Stars. He's on The Voice. Is that what he's on? He was at the Olympics. More people probably know Snoop than they know Bad Bunny. So yeah, I just don't think. I don't know. RD42547, but now that Seahawk Lou is on the record for saying the Seahawks are going to be in the Super Bowl, it's going to be a great halftime show, you can guarantee it's going to suck. Seahawk Lou, the curse of Seahawk Lou. You do not want him putting his stamp of approval on you. Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo, KSV, FM Bakersfield. I got 2 stories here. Both. One happened to me Friday night at the fair. One story is about hoeing. One story is about hoeing, and one story is about kids. About kids. My buddy his kids were at the fair, and he was watching a 360. Well, I don't know which one you guys want to talk about. You want to talk about the whole activities hopping in at the fair on Friday night, or you want to talk about my buddy and his kids? We're going to get to both stories hopefully today, but which ones you guys want to hear first? 8425477, what'd you send me here? Hey, Rome, New Edition would have made a great halftime show because they have the hits, and the You Get generation has fallen in love. The new generation has fallen in love with them, as well as after the biopic. They just need to make sure Bobby Brown gets on that Ozempic, so he's not out of breath. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, that's my boy Bobby Ortiz Jr. He's a comedian. He makes good jokes. He's funny. All right, 8425477. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD4254777. Rome. Hey, here, check this out, Rome. You know what, Rome? I'm Latino, not a Bad Bunny fan, but he makes an excellent concert. He's good on the Latin side. He don't even speak English. This is American football. We need a real artist. I'm Latino and not even understand what he said in his song. Well, music's one thing. I will say this, and I've always said this about Mexican music. Mexican music is about the only music you can listen to, not understand a word of it, and it still sounds great. Most of it still sounds great. Already 4-7 was the weekend. Let me just say about Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's music back in 2015 and 16. Between that time and 2021, he has amazing, great concerts. We're just out this world. Bad Bunny now just sucks because he's gone political, and he's only doing the Super Bowl halftime to pull a political stunt worse than Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake. Oh yeah, he is. He's mad. Didn't he stop a tour or something in America because of ICE? Oh, by the way, you guys are going to get me sidetracked. I want to talk about what happened at the fair last couple of nights. But is it true that they Ice Cube's tour bus was in Portland or Oregon or somewhere up there and they firebombed it? Is that real or is that AI? I saw it today, but I don't know if it's real. They were talking about how Ice Cube's tour bus got firebombed because the people in Portland, Oregon, I guess, thought it was an. That's got to be fake. Anyway, that's got to be fake. With AI nowadays, I don't know what's real when it comes to what's going on in the world. RD42547. Now that I'm looking online, yeah, if Ice Cube's tour bus got firebombed, there'd be stories everywhere about it. So it's got to be fake. Somebody just making jokes, huh? All right. It's out 94.1. Out 94.1, the rhythm in the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, good morning, Rome. What do you got here? Hey, maybe Bad Sam can do a duet. That would be funny. That would be good. Would be a good one. What do you got here? Hey, Rome, Ice Cube made a post on his social media account saying that it was not his bus. It was a crew member's bus, but they're still on tour and the show is not stopping. Oh, so it's real? Did that really happen? Not that it was, whether it's his bus or not, it says Ice Cube on the side, right? I have a feeling that if an ICE agent showed up in a bus, it wouldn't say Ice Cube on the side of it. If the Lipton Tea bus came rolling through Port and it said Ice Tea on the side of it, are they going to firebomb that too? I mean, what's going on? Oh, that's hilarious. RD42547. I got to tell you what happened Friday night. I got to tell you, it's funny. It's Hot 94.1, the rhythm in the valley is Romeo. So the fair is over. I got to tell you what happened at the fair. And so I was at the fair. I was by myself. I was over at the fireman's booth watching the football game, having a couple of beers. Well, I ran into a friend of mine. Now, I've known this woman. I've known her probably 25 years, right? And she's a great friend. A lot of respect for her. Just, you never want to meet your heroes, right? Isn't that what they always say? So I'm sitting there watching the game and I hear these girls behind me just doing hoish activities, right? Like nonsense, loud, just hoish activities. You know what I'm talking about at the fair, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? So I look over and it's her and a couple of other girls, right? Now, these women are in their 40s. Now, let me explain this to you because I want you to understand. What she was doing was perfectly okay if you're 20, okay? If you're in your 20, if you're 25, okay? There's nothing wrong with being single and living life. Absolutely. I know when I use the term hoe, everybody, or hoe activities, everybody takes it as in a derogatory way. That's not what I mean. I have no problem with single women doing single things, right? But at a certain age, shouldn't you be doing them differently? Now she's got divorced, she's back on the market, so she's out doing what 40. How many of you know a 40-year-old woman, 40-plus-year-old woman whose husband did her dirty and now she's back on the market, looks amazing, looks great for her, not for her age, but looks great. She's out there just doing what you should be doing, But here is my dilemma or question for you. Hoe activities at 25 are different than hoe activities at 45. Okay? A single 25-year-old woman does not have the same experience as a divorced 45-year-old woman. Right now, both of you are in the same boat. You're single. Both of you look great. And you're out, maybe you're trying to find it, have a good time, enjoy your life, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with. But at 45, shouldn't you be hoeing with some class? You got a lot more common sense. You've experienced life. You've been through a marriage. You've been through a life. And now you're back on the scene. But shouldn't you be hoeing with some class? You got to be better than that in your 40s, right? Or am I wrong about that? In your 20s, you're young, you're dumb, you don't got the same accountability, you don't have the same money, you don't have the same, it's a different life. So it's just a different, I don't want to say hoeing in your 20s is classless, but hoe activities in your 20s is different than hoe activities in your 40s, right? You should do it with a little class. I don't know what that means, but when you look at it, second, you're better than that. Already 42547 Am I wrong? Romeo, it's hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, 42547. Yo, Rome, there seems to be a lot of women out there going through divorces, and they out running these streets like they're 20. You are not lying. You got to love these Bakersfield women. Well, I mean, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with, that's the thing wrong with it, okay? It's just, what I'm saying is this. Maybe I'll put you in terms like this. The way you party after 40 versus the way you party under 40 should look different, right? Because one makes you look bad and the other look like a dumb kid having a great time in life, right? Hey, Rome, 40's the new 20. Yeah, I wouldn't say all that. It's just, if you're going to party or you're going to pull some hoe activities after you've gone through that divorce, which a lot of you women do, there's a lot of you out there, just you got to do it with a little more class than the 25-year-old. Let me ask you a question. Here's a good question for you. If the 45-year-old single life, now that you've gone through some life, you've had a divorce, you've had a family, you've had whatever, and you've gone through it, do you think you would look at the 25-year-old single version of you that has not gone through all that left? Do you think you guys are equal? You just got to party with class. Hoe with class. That's what I think. Already 42547. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. I ran into a friend of mine at the fair on Friday night. She's gone through a divorce. She's about 40. I think she's 45, 46. Now, don't get me wrong. She's a good friend of mine, amazing person. I really have a lot of respect for her. What do I say? She looks amazing, but she's out doing some hoe activities, which she should point in her life, all right? She's out of a relationship. She's single again. What's she supposed to be doing? At home, reading books and staring at the wall? No. But at that age, she should be hoeing with some class. You know? You can't be doing this. A 40-something-year-old out of a divorce with more common sense, more life experience should not be doing the same shenanigans as a 25-year-old. But man, I told her, though. I had to tell her. You guys are probably wondering, did you tell her, Rome? Yeah, I told her. Good morning, what's going on?
What's up, Romeo?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you know what? You hit the topic. You got it. Me and my man were talking barely right now this morning, and you know what? A whole activity is going on in my house today.
What? What?
Look, let me tell you, this man, he wears Levi's and a plain shirt to go to work every day. And just now he came out in some ripped pants that these 25-year-old kids are wearing today. And I said, look at you. What is this? All of a sudden, we switched it up. Whole activity does not look the same on a 30-year-old man like it does on a 25-year-old boy.
Oh, my God, Larry!
So let me tell you, Romeo, whole activity is real.
Hey,
Many females out there agree with me that you know when your man switches it up out of nowhere.
Oh, that is so hilarious. You're right.
But
You're
anyway,
right.
keep it up, Romeo.
All right. Thanks for calling. It does work both ways, by the way. I just saw it working from the female perspective on Friday. I'm just saying, my buddy. Okay, so my boy, when I was in college, my boy owned a club called the in California. So we would hang out there all the time. Club nights, deep college kid stuff, right? There would always be one old man in there in their face, grooving, out of place. I don't know why they let my man in that spot, but he probably went to school there in the 70s, never left. But I'm just saying, hoe activities is different in your 20s than your 40s, okay? You can't be doing it. And I know exactly what she's talking about. Dudes in their 40s and 50s running around. I saw it at Paso a few weeks ago, running around just because they got a slender body and, they ain't overweight like a hard-working 40-year-old, 50-year-old man. They dressing like they 20. It's not the same. And it's hard to explain it to you people because men, it's easier to explain to. Women, it's hard to explain to because a lot of you women, you look amazing in your 40s and your 50s. I mean, you look amazing. You work hard, you eat right, Lululemons do you right, and you look great. But come on, man, you're still in your 40 plus range, okay? And you can't be pulling the same whole activities as you did when you were young. This is how I always think about it. Competing against yourself. What if you, at 45, you're out there back on the scene again, you're trying to make it happen, you gotta do some hoe activities, and you had to compete with the 25-year-old version of you. Then what would you think? I bet the 20 would laugh you under the table. All right, 842-5 it's Romeo. It's on 94.1. On 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So it's funny. I ran into a friend of mine out at the fair on Friday night, and she's 40-something, mid-40s, 45, 46, right? And she's out there doing some hoish activities at the fair, which perfectly understandable, right? She's single again. She's back on the market. She got to do what you got to do. But as I told her, you got to do your whole activities in your 40s got to be classy in your 20s. She was just doing some dumb stuff, like a young single girl would do who doesn't have no experience, playing that dumb ditzy blonde. By the way, that dumb ditzy dumb act doesn't work in your 40s. It's not cute. It works in your 20s, absolutely, but not in your 40s. And she was trying to pull that, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I even told her that. I go, "What are you doing? You're not dumb. You're way smarter than you're acting right now. You got half your stuff out right now. What are you doing? You're better than that." I just think that we have a big problem in Bakersfield. Actually, it's not a problem. Here's the problem. We have a problem in Bakersfield to the extent that there are a lot of women in their 40s, 40 to 50s, who are getting cheated on by their husbands or getting traded in by their husbands, and now they're back on the single scene. Yet, they're acting like they haven't, they're acting like they don't know how to hoe with class, all right? You're smarter. You're better. You don't need to act like the 25-year-old who has to, who's driving the Honda Civic that she got when she was a kid, and she's over here trying to get free drinks and appetizers. You women don't have to do that. You got spousal support coming in. You got child support coming in. You got a little bit of money. You got to be acting like that. Okay? I'm just saying. Have a little class, You should be that upper echelon, not the lower echelon. All right, 842-547-7. She was cracking up when I told her that. And then I don't know, she went off with her friends. But I thought it was funny because there is a difference. And think about, I want all of you to think, all of you women right now who are over 40 and single, think about what the 20-year-old would say to you. And if you had to compete with the 20-year-old version of you, it's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD4254. 7-7. I was telling you about a friend of mine. She's divorced. She's been divorced for about 8 months now. So I ran into her at the fair. You know, what do you expect? 45-year-old divorced, 46, some divorced woman out there hanging out. What is she going to do? You know what I'm saying? You got to get it back in that scene. That scene's tough nowadays. Boy, it's kind of embarrassing for her because she's when you're out partying in your 40s, partying in your 20s, you should be handled differently, right? Especially since you've been married, you're divorced, you have a little bit of money, you're not that year-old that's unaccountable to anything or nothing and broke. So you should be out partying, living that single life, trying to get back out there. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But you should be doing it with a little bit of class, a little bit differently, right? You should dress a little more conservatively. I'm not saying, whatchamacallit, but I'm saying you shouldn't be dressing like a 20-something. You should be dressing like your age. All right? And you shouldn't be playing that dumb woman who doesn't know anything. You do know something. No way. If you're a 20-something-year-old at all, you should be acting that way. You're through a marriage and divorce and seen some stuff, you should be acting like that. Don't go back to the dumb ditzy girl. That's not you. RD42547. Hey, Rome. Respectfully, I'm going to have to ask you to stop talking about this. I'm a 36-year-old welder. I'm single. I'm in great shape. These divorced women love me. These 50-plus-year-old women, when I walk into places they all just stare at me and want to say hi. I couldn't tell you how many divorced women I have slept with in Bakersfield. But man, Rome, you're ruining it for me. How am I ruining it for you? Because I'm telling them, I didn't say they can't be hooking up. I didn't say I didn't say not to hook up with you. I'm just saying publicly, when people look at you from the outside, you should be doing hoe activities with some class. Don't be on the bar with your boobs out. That's all I'm saying. They can still go home with you, bro. I'm not trying to ruin your game. I'm not trying to discourage any divorced woman if that's your thing and how you're running game. I'm not trying to discourage that. I'm just saying publicly, hold yourself to a higher standard, okay? That's all. You've experienced way too much in life to not. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, Rom, I gotta tell you.
What's up?
The old divorced moms or old divorced women, they're easy targets for a youngin'. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I totally agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. But
super easy targets. They're I remember me and my friend, we were walking downtown, and then there were a couple of girls. You could tell they were a little older and they were divorced and they were drunk, whatever. Then they looked at us and started talking to us, and then took us back to their place, and it got wild.
Well, let me ask you this question first of all. How long ago was that?
I want to say like six years ago.
How old were they?
I can't remember. I know one. I think one was like 44.
Okay,
but it looked good. And
well,
they were like in their 40s, but they looked good. I mean, we had standards. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't like you know what I mean? It was
no. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask, because I was gonna say if it was in the last 10 years or so, 15 years, these 40-somethings, 50-somethings are looking. They're looking good. They're staying lean. They're staying fit. They're eating right, and they're looking good. But I was gonna say, if it was like 30 years ago, man, we might have to reevaluate. But okay, you're good. All right, and all right, brother. Thanks for calling. Yeah, but I mean, you gotta be. I don't know. I guess I just have so much respect for my friend that I was kind of disappointed when I saw her the other night, and it was just, come on, man, you ain't got that. You ain't got to get down like that. All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD42547-7. Hey, Rome, what bar is that you were talking about where the boobs are out? I was just using that as an example. I was at the fair, and I was at where the fireman's booth was, watching the football game on Friday night. They went literally... Boobs were not literally out. I mean, they were almost out, but literally not literally out. All I'm saying is, prove a point, okay? You're going to be single after a divorce, 40s and 50s, and you still look amazing, and you still got it, and you still, you got to hold yourself with a little bit more class. There's nothing wrong with going home with the young guy. But you don't need to play the dumb, the dumb girl. You don't need to do that. You're better than that. And that's what I was telling my friend, because she was doing that. I'm like, you're better. What do you mean? I mean, if you want to take home the 35-year-old hot guy with the six-pack abs, and you're in your 40s and 50s, and you're competing against a 5-year-old in the same place, I mean, she's got to play the dumb act. That's all she has, because she doesn't have life experience. She doesn't have the money. She doesn't have money like you have money. You don't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. You can still take him home, and she'll be at the bar. Let her play the dumb act. When you play the dumb act, it comes across, it doesn't come across as good as a 25-year-old she's not even acting, and you are. You don't have to do that. You're better than that. And you can still get him if that's what you want for the night or for the whatever. I mean, he's not going to marry you, but I mean, if that's all you want, living that life, having that good time, then you don't need to, you just need, then you don't need to do that. All right? All right, 842-447-7. That's all I'm saying. So the boobs at the bar, I didn't see no boobs at the bar. Well, I did see some boobs that were out, that were pretty close to out, but no. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, 842-547-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's the Romeo, RD42547-7. Hey, Rome, what's good? What's a good time to see some boobies at the fair today? The fair's closed. The fair's done. The fair's over. The fair is gone, right? 842-547-7. The fair is ended yesterday. So I actually got to be honest with you, 3 times. I don't think I went to the fair at all last year, the year before, but yeah, I was at the fair 3 times this year and pretty much had a good time. I had a good time all 3 times I was there. It was fun. RD447-7. I saw quite a few, while I was at the fair, I did see quite a few women who almost had their boobs out. They were almost there, but you can't get caught. Can't get caught in decency. But then again, in all fairness, I wasn't there after. Oh no! On Friday, I was there till about 9:30. I was there till about 9:30. So, yeah. All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD42547. Hey, Rome. The fair is closed. You're telling me I have to wait a whole year to see some boobies? Well, you can go see them everywhere. They're everywhere. Just go out in public. I mean, you want to see boobs? They're everywhere. I mean, that's all you gotta do is go to the grocery store. Go to where people go. You'll see them. RD42547-7. Rome, you went to the fair again? Yeah, I went to the fair. I went to the fair 3 times this year, which is kind of odd for me. A couple of times I went for work. When I was out there picking stuff up, giving them a ride home, so I had to hang out and wait for them. I went out early so I could wait for them. But yeah, no. And it was funny. 3 times I went out the fair by. Didn't have no friends. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94 in the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
If he want to see some boobies, tell him to go on Union. He can see the boobies. He can see them live up close for $30, $40. If he that hard for some boobies, they might not be the boobies he want to see. But I mean, if he that hard up, he might, he
I know
might
you-
even get the $20 special.
Yeah.
Or,
You're right. You got to be pretty hard up if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, like come on now, dude. Is he not dating anybody or like what's going on? That's kind of sketch to me.
I know. Especially since you can just go out to any happy hour and ask a woman, she'll show you. She don't care.
Yeah, if he wants the special, the union black.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah, what's going on? All right, 842-547-7. Yeah, my man is hard up. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo.
Hey, what's up?
How morning?
I'm doing fabulous. What's going on?
Look, so I'm on the last track you just played, right? And I'm over here like singing to it and everything. And I forgot it's the radio and it's the clean version. I'm like, what the hell? Why am I the only one singing? Can you believe it?
Do I ever do that?
Turned off for a sec.
Have I ever done that?
What do you mean?
Oh no, I didn't know. I didn't hear what you said. You ever singing you singing the nasty version instead of the clean version?
Yeah, so on the radio, you guys play the clean version,
Yeah.
but I'm over here like, used to the bad version, and I'm over here jamming out, and I'm like, what happened to my radio? And then next thing you know, I'm like, oh wait, I forgot I'm listening to Romeo version.
Awesome. That's awesome. All right, well, I hope there's no kids around.
No, there isn't. I dropped them off at school.
Oh, good. All right. Well, thanks for calling.
Have a wonderful day, Romeo.
Bye. That's funny. 842-547-7. Don't forget Monday Night Football tonight. I will see you at Just a Wing at the Marketplace. 5 o'clock, there's a 4:15 game, and there is a 5:15 game. So there's 2 Monday Night Football games tonight. We got prizes, we got beer specials, we got wing specials. I'll see you tonight. Just Wing at the Marketplace over at, off of Ming Avenue. You guys know where it's at. It's Romeo outside 94.1.